In this video, I'll have a quick look at the Springbok team that has been announced and I'll give you my thoughts of it. Welcome back to SkinnyBru Rugby, guys. So it is finally international season and this is where I have my passion. I love international rugby. If you also have a love for international rugby and you want to see more of my content as it comes in through the weeks, please hit that subscribe button and you'll follow this journey with me. Here is Rassie Erasmus's first side of the year. At loose prop, he went with Koboka, Kitshoff and the Beast. Koboka has been great this year. He is in my team of the year as well, which I will link up here. Kitshoff, he's had a good season, and the Beast, I'm not sure about him actually. Is he back from injury? Last time I heard he was injured. I know he would have come back for a couple of games, but he never actually came back. They kept on saying he's still injured, so I don't really know what's going on there. Hookers, Brits, Marks and Bunambi. Brits, last year there was a lot of questions around him on shouldn't Akker be picked and who is he really the third best choice. This year maybe it's a little bit different. Akker didn't have a great season, so you can't really compare the two with each other. He's already in the mix, so you might as well continue with him. Tighthead props, Koch, Malherbe, Nyakani and Thomas du Toit. Nyakani, he also had a good season with the Bulls, and du Toit, he's a good guy to have in your team because he is a swinger prop, so he can play loosehead and tighthead. Number 4 lock, Eben Etzebeth, Marvin Ori and then Loot de Jager. Ori, actually I think he's lucky to be in the team, but I'll catch that a little bit later. I'm going to speak of all the guys I really think deserves their chances and some of the guys I think might be unlucky to have missed this opportunity. Number 5 lock, Mostert and Snyman. Mostert, he can pack down on flanker as well, so it's a good option to have. Lineside flanker, it's Marcel Coetzee, Sia Kolisi, Van Staden and Kwagga Smith. Marcel Coetzee, is great to see him back in this side. He is a very hard worker. Then Kolisi, I know he's injured for the first 2 games against Australia and New Zealand, so one of these other guys will have to step into his role. Van Staden, he has been brought into the team as injury cover, and then Kwagga Smith, he did really well this whole season, so I'm happy he's there again. Open side flanker, Pieter Steph du Toit, Elstad and Francois Lowe. Pieter Steph du Toit, he is back from injury, so we'll see how he goes there. Elstad, he has been tearing things up in France. He's had a really good season. He's a lot better than he was back in the day when he was at the Stormers, and he can play at lock as well, which helps the team. Number 8, Dwayne Vermeulen. He's also in my team of the season, which I already linked up here, or you'll find it at the end of the video. Scrum half, Faf de Klerk, Herschel Yankees and Reinach. Herschel Yankees, he's the debutant in the team. He hasn't had caps before, but he's had a stellar season behind his back. Reinach, he's had a great season in England as well. Fly half, we have Pollard and Yankees. There's no more debate between who's the best between these two players. Pollard, he had an exceptional season. There's no way Yankees can defeat him for that number 10 jersey. Inside center, we have Esterhuizen, De Allende and Steyn. He's the point that everyone is talking about. There's a big debate around him, and I'll also touch on that a little bit later. On outside center, we have and Kriel. Left wing, Deantjie, Lades and Mapimpi. Deantjie, he hasn't had a great season like he had last year, but we know his capabilities when he is looking for the try line. Lades, he's the versatile playmaker in the back line. Mapimpi, he's had a great season on the other hand. Right wing, Nkosi and Colby. Colby is the guy in form at the moment. I think he has done enough to get that number 14 jersey away from Nkosi. At fullback, Galant and Leroux was picked. There are also a couple of players that are on the radar of Rassie Erasmus, but they are injured at the moment. These players are Rohan Botha, Dan de Pree, who is unfortunately injured. I really think he deserved a chance this year. Serfontein, Whiteley and Damian Willemse. These are the players I'm really happy about that they are included. Koboka, he's had an amazing season with the Bulls, as I said. He's scored a couple of tries as well, and the scrum has really dominated of the Bulls. Marcel Coetzee, I watched the show earlier this week where he said he was just as surprised when he was actually picked, when he got that phone call and they told him he should pack his bag. He's a really good player and a hard worker, like I said, and he also has a couple of tests behind his belt. Kwagga Smith, I'm glad he has been picked again. He's one of the only fast players in the front pack we have. Elstad, he really had a great season with Toulouse this year, who won the title actually of the top 14. He's a versatile player, like I said, he can play flanker and at lock. Herschel Yankees, he had a season to remember. Last season, this time, I did not know who he was, and I am a Stormers fan. He is very similar to Faf. He is actually a little bit smaller though. Reinach, there was a lot of speculation behind him. Would he be picked or not before he actually has been included to the team? But now we know he is a backup choice, and I'm very happy with that. He is a very good scrum half, and he has actually been nominated for the Premiership Player of the Year, but unfortunately he did not get it, but he was nominated though. Then the one most people are talking about, Fran Stein. The bulky inside center can play at fullback and fly off as well, and he is now 32 years old. But remember, with him you get experience. He's played 56 games for South Africa and he has been to a World Cup. He actually won the 2007 World Cup. He's had some problems in the past with coaching. He likes following his own head, so he doesn't listen to coaches that well. It's given him some trouble in the past, but he is more mature now. I think he has the ability to actually follow some lead at the moment, and he is, like I said, an experienced player. The ability of him to also convert a penalty kick from his own half and those massive drop goals that he can give might be crucial in tight games, especially coming to games like New Zealand or Australia or versus England later in the World Cup. It might be tough for us, so we might need him. As I said, he's versatile, so I think it would be ideal to play him from the bench, where he can slot in any position where we may need him. So like I said, I'm pretty happy with the inclusion. Guys that I think are very unlucky to be injured and missing out is Dan de Vree with his injury. He really was good this season, and we actually only have one specialist, number 8. I also think Fontaine deserved a shot, but he is injured as well. Guys that I think is unlucky not to be selected, Dylan Smith and Carlos Sadi, they really scrumped the opposition to shreds this season with the Lions. Then Akker van der Merwe, he wasn't the best this season, but I said we do know his capabilities. Iron Andrews, he's SA's most in-form lock. I think, according to my dream teams that I did every week, he did really well. And I would prefer him over Ori. Bosch, he had a great season as well. He's amazing at attacking. His defense is questionable, but he would feel unlucky not to be picked, especially with Damien Willems, who is injured. He might have thought he may get a chance. If we have a little bit of a closer look at the team, there were 10 Bulls picked, 5 Lions, 6 Sharks and 9 Stormers, meaning there's 30 players based in South Africa. There are also 6 players from England, 1 player from Ireland and 3 players playing in France at the moment. This is how the teams rank up. It's actually funny to me, there's more players picked that are playing in England that are then players playing for the Lions. Let me know your thoughts of this team. I am pretty happy. What do you think about it? Who do you think might have been included or left out? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of the upcoming season for the internationals, hit that sub button and you'll see more content of mine. Join the SkinnyBru pools down in the description below, and also check out the Facebook page. Cheers.